Hi and welcome to TMG Movie Reviews. I'm Rick.
I'm Andrew, and today we're going to be discussing Girl House from 2014, directed by Trevor Matthews, with Slane as the villain and Ali Corbin as the heroine. Slane's character is called Loverboy. Normally, as you know in our previous reviews, we've given you some background on this, but there isn't a great deal to tell you really. It's set in a girl house with the title, in which women do sort of like nudie videos for online. You know how sort of you can go online, certain people will know this, you go online and you can sort of chat to her on a webcam to a girl and she'll strip off or she'll do things for you. So a number of women are earning their living doing this. This young lady here is doing that, and one of these frequent visitors to their website is Loverboy of the title, a brutish, mommy fix. To be honest, the way to describe it is to say, think of every slasher horror film you've ever seen, and you basically, just all of those elements. You've got the loner with a mother complex, our Psycho, going into this house full of beautiful women, our Halloween, and obviously chaos ensues with grotesquely violent murders. It's a film that borrows a lot, as I say, from Saw mainly in its depiction of violence. This one point there's a murder sequence which borrows from Seven, quite a memorable scene in Seven with, you may remember the Pride scene. A beautiful model has her face slashed and a bottle of pills are glued to one hand and a phone is glued to her other hand. It's either take the pills, kill yourself, or phone for help, and that's sort of reenacted in this film. So it is basically, it's a film which uses all the cliches of the haunted house, the he's behind you, the darkened room where the killer stalks, to create a film that is quite jumpy at times and is quite graphic and quite sexy and quite good fun in a way that you'll not remember in the morning, but you will have fun watching. But let's see what Rick thinks.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it's nice to see one of these movies again, really, because you don't really see much of them anymore. It's like you said, it's like a cross between Halloween and Big Brother, sort of, really. It takes a little while to get the action going in the movie, because it tells all this story, has this plot line about the house and whether what the girls are doing sort of like morally right or anything, and no one cares. I mean, I don't think it really needed that storyline, because it wasn't very interesting, to be fair. Everyone was just waiting for the killer to arrive at the house. Well, I was anyway.
Yeah, I was. I think it is trying to add substance. This whole idea of sexual politics and exploitation. The heroine's best friend is constantly reminded of, this is a terrible thing you're doing. It's it's morally wrong. It's repugnant that you're using your body to make money. But me personally, I've always believed that it's the woman's choice, much in the sense it's the man's choice. So while I applaud the film for trying to do something with sexual politics, it's not really when you're trying to do that and at the same time you're having a man go around and brutally murdering these women, for perceived wrongs against him, it throws it a bit out of whack, I think.
Yeah, it's a nice message to tell. I don't know if it's the right film to tell it in, basically, because it's a killer slasher movie, and that's what you want to see when you go into it, and that's the most exciting part. And when the action does finally start, it's about halfway through the movie. It really picks up, and it's exciting then, like right until the very end, and the tension's there, the sort of the music, everything's done really well. It's like they've borrowed from all these films, like Andrew said, but they've sort of took really good parts of them. The only thing you can fault it on is probably the story. I think the lead character is quite good. She comes across really likeable, really sort of confident, and she's not the damsel in distress. She's not running up the stairs when she should be running out the door. She ends up, I don't want to give away the ending too much, but she can fend for herself. She's definitely not a victim. Yeah,
that's what I like about this. The women in the film, there's every stereotype. There's the slutty girl, there's the moral one, the one that's in it just for the money. But the characters are they're reasonably well written. They aren't damsels in distress, and certainly the heroine isn't, which is a nice change, which is not normally the case in these type of films. And yeah, like Rick says, you don't get these kind of, when we were growing up, these films were 10 a penny, especially in video shops. You'd have a whole section devoted to them. So it's nice to see that the tradition's being carried on.
Yeah.
It is a film, I will warn you, there's quite a bit of graphic nudity, there's extreme violence. I would be very careful if you're watching this at home and you've got kids in the house. You might want to wait until they're safe in bed for this
Oh
one.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. It's not a family film, but it is, for what it is, it's a good, solid 3-star horror movie that I enjoyed. I didn't remember much about it in the morning. I can't see it, having much of a long life in the future. But yeah, do check it out. It's worth seeing.
Yeah, I mean, it's not Scream, and I don't think it's trying to be.
No,
it's but it's entertaining for what it is, and it's just nice to see sort of a new film of this type being brought out with a more modern twist. And yeah, we watched it as a group of us, and
4 of us watching it.
Yeah, 4 of us watched it at the same time, and it was jumpy, and it was a laugh. It was good fun to watch.
It's fun, I suppose. The film that I owes the biggest debt to is My Little Eye, which was another film which had sort of cameras in a house and a kill stun. So if you enjoyed My Little Eye, if you enjoyed Saw, I did mention 7. It's not in the same league as 7 by any means, but does borrow quite a bit from that. So yeah, enjoy it and watch it like we did with your friends. Have maybe a couple of beers with it, and you'll have a laugh and you'll enjoy it. So yeah, a solid 3 from me. And yeah, do check it out. I'm sure you can get it on DVD. It didn't get a cinema release to my knowledge, but yeah, definitely do see it. And hopefully we'll see more of Trevor Matthews' work in the future.
Yeah, it's a 3 for me as well. Like I said, it's not a film that's sort of going to redefine the genre or anything, but it's worth watching. It's fun, it's enjoyable. It's like I said, it's got that modern twist on it, and it's just nice to see a new movie of this type be brought out.
Yeah, so do let us know again if you've seen it. Leave us a comment. Let us know if you like it, if you don't like it, or I'll tell you what, if you can think of any films along these lines that you think are as good as Girl House or better, then do let us know, and maybe we'll look into doing them in the future. And
if there's any movies out there that you'd like to see us review, just let us know in the comments.
Yeah, absolutely. If there's anything that we've not reviewed that you maybe would be interested in seeing, we did review A Fish Called Wanda, not only because I love the film, but one of our followers is a big fan and was quite happy for us to review it. So yeah, if there's anything you'd like us to review, do let us know. And do again see all the films we've reviewed. Of the ones we've reviewed so far, I will advise you to see Angel. Definitely see A Fish Called Wanda. Do go back and see Batman. And
Back to the Future.
And Back to the Future, naturally. And Roger Rabbit. And also Hudson Hawk. If you haven't seen Hudson Hawk so far, do go and see it. But the one I do advise you to see the most is Angel, because it's the one that's the least known of the films we've done so far. Is there any film that you'd like everyone to see that you think doesn't get
The Wicker Man. We have reviewed The Wicker Man. It's probably going to be recently, just after this one or before this one on the video list. But yeah, I would say watch The Wicker Man, because it's definitely worth your time.
Great, so thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy Girl House. Thank you.
Thanks for watching.